Welcome to the Public Housing Portal training video on the SF-424 submission process. This video is intended for PHA users only. HUD requires PHAs to complete the SF-424 and, if necessary, the forms HUD 50071 and SF-LLL in the Public Housing Portal before HUD distributes OP fund grants to the PHA. For more information on how to complete the HUD 50071 and SF-LLL within the SF-424 module, see the related training videos. The PHA's Executive Director is the only authorized representative that can sign and submit these forms. The Executive Director must either electronically sign or print, sign, and upload the SF-424 and must electronically sign the forms HUD 50071 and SF-LLL. Here is an overview of these forms. With the SF-424 application for federal assistance, PHA certified the estimated funding, period of funding, and regulations surrounding the funding. With the HUD 50071 certification of payments to influence federal transactions, PHAs must certify that they did not use any federal funds to influence a member of Congress in connection with the awarding of any federal funds. PHAs that receive $100,000 or more total federal funds in a fiscal year must complete the HUD 50071. Finally, with the SF-LLL disclosure of lobbying activities, PHAs must disclose any funds other than the federal appropriated funds to influence a member of Congress in connection with the awarding of the OP fund grants. The Public Housing Portal designates three types of user roles: OPD, OPE, and OPI. The OPD user role is intended for PHA's Executive Directors only. This user can create, edit, and submit the form SF-424 and electronically sign the forms SF-424, HUD 50071, and SF-LLL. The OPE user can create and edit the forms SF-424, HUD 50071, and SF-LLL, but they can't sign or submit the forms. The OPI user can only read submitted forms. They can't create, edit, sign, or submit the forms. Follow up with your PHA's WAS coordinator to ensure that they only sign one role per user. In cases where a user has more than one role assigned, the system will automatically default to the access rights of the lower of the two roles. Creating the SF-424. After logging into the portal's main menu, go to the PHA Reports and Submissions link in the left navigation menu. Click on the PHA Submissions drop-down menu and select SF-424 for Operating Fund Grants, Application for Federal Assistance and related forms. Choose the appropriate calendar year and your PHA code name. Click the Create button. The system creates a temporary form for your PHA with data available and pre-populates the default values required for submission. Please note, several required values need to be populated prior to saving the form. Let's walk through some of the key areas to pay attention to. If your PHA's cumulative federal grants are more than $100,000, choose Yes. You'll need to complete the HUD 50071. If your PHA is submitting the SF-LLL to disclose lobbying activities, choose Yes. See the HUD 50071 and SF-LLL training video for more information. Choose New for type of application. Do not adjust the Date Received by State or State Application Identifier fields. In Section 8, Application Information, the form pre-populates your PHA's information. If any of the PHA address fields are inaccurate, you'll need to correct these fields in IMS PIC. Any changes made to IMS PIC will take 1 business day to appear in the Public Housing Portal. To update the latest changes from IMS PIC, select the Refresh ED Info button after saving your form. Field 8B, Employer or Taxpayer Identification Number, EIN or TIN, and Field 8C, Organizational UEI, are pre-populated with information that HUD uses for PHA funding obligations. During the previous year's submission, if your PHA made any changes to the EIN or TIN or UEI fields, this information is carried over into your application. You can modify these fields if necessary. Review the point of contact information in subsection F. This is the person HUD will contact if they have questions about the form. The point of contact is pre-populated with the user that created the form. In Section 9, Type of Applicant 1, select Applicant Type, The form prepopulates L, Public Indian Housing. Make selections in the other fields as necessary. Confirm that fields 16A and 16B are correct. If you make edits, ensure that you type a 2-character state abbreviation with a hyphen, followed by a 2-character district number. Update any other source funding for the current year. Please note, do not include rental income in the form. Only use positive, whole numbers. Choose the appropriate box in field 20. If you choose yes, you must include an attachment explaining your debt once you create the SF-424. Review field 21 and check the box. By checking this box, your PHA's Executive Director certifies to the statements and certifications listed in the form. The Public Housing Portal defaults the electronic signature field to True. If marked True, the Executive Director can sign the SF-424 within the Public Housing Portal. If marked False, the Executive Director must provide a wet signature and upload the signed SF-424. Please note, it is preferable that the Executive Director electronically signs the SF-424. Click the Create button to generate the SF-424. If you made a mistake on your form, or if you receive new information that changes your form, make your changes and click the Apply Changes button. In this example, the PHA is not required to complete the HUD 50071 or SF-LLL, so we can proceed with submitting the SF-424. Click the Validate button to review the form for any errors or omissions. You'll see a pop-up window in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Click on any of the items to jump to that section to make your corrections. After you've made your edits, click the Apply Changes button again to update the form. HUD requires all PHAs to submit the SF-424 with their Executive Director's signature. Select the View Print SF-424 button at the top of the screen. Select the Print button in the Print Preview window. Do not use the Ctrl-P shortcut or the browser's File Print function. Otherwise, the form will not print correctly. You have 3 options for signing the SF-424. However, the first option is preferable. In the first option, ensure that the electronic signature is marked True. Click the Sign and Submit Document button. As the Executive Director, enter your name in the text box. The signature text must be a minimum of 6 characters. Click the Sign Document button. If the Executive Director agrees with the certifications, then the Executive Director may click the OK button to electronically sign the form. Click the OK button to continue. In the second option, you can print out the completed SF-424, obtain a wet signature, scan it, and upload it to the Public Housing Portal. In the third option, you can save the SF-424 as a PDF file, sign it electronically, and then upload it to the portal. Choose Save as PDF as the destination and select Save. Locate and open the PDF file that was saved on your computer. In this example, we will demonstrate Adobe Acrobat Reader's e-signature functionality. Within Adobe Reader, select the Pen button at the top and choose Add a Signature. Type your name and select Apply. Add your e-signature to the Signature of Authorized Representative field. Select below the signature field, enter the date signed, and save the PDF. Return to the Public Housing Portal and select the signed SF-424 Add, Delete, View Attachment button. Select SF-424 Signed Form for document type and include any comments if necessary. Click File Browse to search your computer or network location for the scanned form. Select your file and click Open. Select the Upload File button. If you uploaded a file in error, select the red trash can button to remove the file. Click the Close and Return button to return to the SF-424. Now you're ready to submit the completed, signed SF-424. Click the green Submit button. The Public Housing Portal will provide an error message if your form contains any errors or omissions. You'll receive a confirmation message letting you know that your submission was received successfully. Select the Back to SF-424 Submission button to return to the form. Understanding SF-424 statuses. The Public Housing Portal notifies your PHA's Executive Director by email when the HUD Field Office accepts their SF-424 and, if required, the forms HUD 50071 and SF-LLL. Your Executive Director will also receive an email if the HUD Field Office returns your SF-424, if the submission contains errors, omissions, or incorrect documentation. Return to the Public Housing Portal. You may review previously submitted forms or edit created forms by selecting the pencil edit icon. If your submission was returned, update and resubmit the SF-424. Thank you for watching this Public Housing Portal training video on the SF-424 submission process. Be sure to review the PHA User Guide for detailed guidance on the SF-424 submission process. For questions or comments, contact React Tech by phone at 1-888-245-4860 and choosing option number 4, or by email at react_tech@hud.gov.